Yeah, and then e-commerce blossomed, following the point that was the most negative in my life and the most like challenging, brought me to where I am today as of the past 2 or 3 years, which is running a couple of Shopify stores and managing ads for clients.
Well, how'd you get into that? You were just like, all right, I'm out of money. I need something to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess seeing my bank account lower kind of gives you that like fire in a way a little bit more. You're like, okay,
spending money that you saved is not fun.
No, you're like, I don't have that comfort anymore, and you're like, wait, I don't have thousands of dollars a day coming in from Twitter accounts anymore. I got to make something else happen.
Yeah.
So going back to what I said at the beginning, it's like the online space is like constantly evolving, and e-commerce and Shopify just presented itself as the most opportunistic thing that I could do at the time, given my background. And it's crazy how you can see like one thing or one tweet or one post or whatever it may be that kind of like primes you for the rest of the stuff that you're going to do. But I think I saw one Facebook ad at the time that had maybe like 20 views, and it was pertaining to running Google ads for e-commerce, and something I never heard of, because I mean, the most common thing with e-commerce is just running Facebook and Instagram ads to promote a product, like drop shipping and all that stuff. I'm sure you've heard. People just preach Facebook ads. So I just dove in with the methodology. Let me try e-commerce with a product that's quote unquote saturated, that's been around for a while, but running it with Google ads instead of with Facebook ads as the main driver. And that sort of
so you do e-commerce on the Google ads side?
Yes, I use both, but mainly
Dude,
Google ads.
You really should talk to Eddie. You ever talked to Eddie before?
Absolutely. We have touched base here and there. I haven't talked to him in a little while though.
Dude, I'll connect you guys, because I don't know. I mean, Eddie does all the ads. They do Google, Facebook, Snapchat, all of them.
Right.
And his company
is kind of focused there, yeah.
His company is so massive now, bro. Like just over the past year and a half, they've gone from like 8 employees to 60 now. They're booming, and like they have a few, you know, savants of ads or whatever, like ad people. You guys should just talk. Like you guys could probably go a long way with just one talk. I feel like it would be beneficial to both of you.
We'd definitely be down for that.
I'm on your page right now, and I'm seeing the retweet that you had. This shit killed me because we were laughing about it the other day.
On Twitter?
Yeah, it's a tweet that says, "This will never get old for me." Here, I'm gonna switch so that they can see. It says AirPods revenue versus top tech companies. And it's, you got Tesla at 31 billion, Netflix at 25, and then you have AirPods by itself, not even Apple, bro, at 23 million. What the fuck?
It's pretty ridiculous, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous, bro. Like, you're talking AirPods made 2.5 times as much money as Spotify did.
Yep.
How the fuck?
This perspective, it's crazy.
Like, all you need is one product, and it can fucking boom your business.
And you don't even need to create the next AirPod.
Dude, it's funny you say that. I actually know a dude that he made millions of dollars selling cat scratch posts. You know, like the shit that everyone has that has a cat. It's like the big post that the cats go up and they fuck with it. Well, he just he just had like a landing page or a website that was better than everyone else's, and he had like a really low like client acquisition cost based on like his ads or whatever, and he blew it the fuck up, and he was just like the forefront of that one item. And I think it was either him or somebody else that told me that like the way that e-commerce works is you just have to find a winning item. You just have to keep trying shit until you find the one that pops for you. You know, you run that shit, and then you move on to the next one potentially. Because what I was told too is like a lot of e-commerce stores, they're not like, some of them do end up being long-term things, like they turn into like an actual business, but a lot of them are like short-term, like this item's hot right now, and then the trend dies, and then with it, so does that store, and then you move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and there's definitely people that do that, just capitalize on trends. I am more into building the brands, as you were just saying, like the more longer-term brands, because I see more value in those. Because when you have a brand, the resale value is much higher. The scalability is much higher. It's not as seasonal as a trend. Like trends, don't get me wrong, you can definitely make a ton of money on like fidget spinners.
But how long did
But-
Harambe last? You know.
Yeah,
Not very long.
If you, just kind of depends, yeah. But the most random products people can make millions and millions of dollars with, and it's a very lucrative space. Because
How long did it take you to set up a Shopify store? Like if you had to, you're given a new fucking item, boom, you gotta set up a store, make some ads. What's that whole process take?
Yeah, so it's a combination of setting up the Shopify itself doesn't take long, right? You just make an account, start the free trial, and pick the subscription you want, and then Shopify is basically the platform that allows you to build a website.
I'm saying you. If you get hit with
I
a
thought you were
product right
asking in
now,
general.
no, you get hit with a product right now, you got to make a Shopify store for it, and you got to creatively, you know, figure out what the ads are. How long does that take you?
I could get it up in a week or less, most likely a few days, just because I have everything streamlined now in terms of what I do, which is the website creation, the website design, the product sourcing, the advertising, integrating everything together. So it would only take a few days to set something up. The real more important variable, I guess, would be how fast that it can be profitable, which comes down to a number of variables. The store that I'm running right now, I started with very little money, maybe like $1,500 in my bank account, and it's done like over $1 million revenue in a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. It's your pin tweet.
That.
What is the what space are you in now? Like what's the item? What's the?
It's like back health, so it's like products for back pain and back stretchers and massage guns and stuff like that. One of the main products is like posture corrector braces, so products that help you stand up straight. Which goes back to what I said, like that's something people have been selling on Facebook for a long time. But I was testing
selling on Google.
I was just testing the methodology, like, okay, I take this product. So now I have this system where I can replicate it for different products, which is what I'm in the process of doing now. One of which being these Apple Watch bands.